Hello lovers, it's me again, Lady G. I didn't bring a video last week because I actually didn't have anything to say. But today I just kind of want to talk about manifesting good things in your life. And sometimes we have to wait longer than what we expect in order for those good things to come to us. But if we stay persistent and we keep moving forward, it will happen. And that means that we're going to have obstacles and hurdles that come in our lives that's going to make us feel like we want to give up. But we have to keep pressing forward. And that is how we get to the good thing. And the reason why people never get there is because they give up. They give up too soon. I wanted to move to California several years ago. I was talking about it to people, but I decided that I was going to let the universe guide me here if it was meant for me to come. Year after year, I was wanting to come, and it just never was time. And then finally, when the time came right, I just felt within myself it was time to go. And when I got here, you know, things weren't all peachy, and things aren't always peachy in my life. I mean, I post things on Facebook and all the good stuff, but I never really tell you everything about what's happening and the hurdles and the obstacles that I've had to go through to get to where I'm at. The main point of this video for me is what I want to convey is that our lives can be better than where we are now. If you don't like something in your life and you want to change it, you can do that. What I get frustrated about is people who are spiritual, who know spiritual things, but don't apply them to their lives. You know, people want to take spirituality and they want to pick and choose when they want to use it or when they want it to make sense for their lives. But what people also don't understand is that everything that comes to our lives, we manifest somehow, whether we want to believe it or not. Everybody wants to say, oh, well, I don't know, I don't believe that God allowed these bad things to happen and blah, 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 blah. Well, the universe is set in motion. It's already set in motion. It's not about God manipulating anything. When He created this world and He created the earth, there is an already set standard and way that everything operates. And so my thing is that I just don't like people to continue to be complaining about the same thing year after year after year, because the fact is if something is you don't like something, and if you don't like something in your life and it's not changing, it's because you don't want to give up something. And believe me, in life everything comes with a cost. So if you want to sit and complain about what's not happening in your life, it's because you're hindering it. It's a harsh truth, but it is the truth. And the only way to move past that is to realize that you are in denial about whatever. It's the denial that keeps us from moving forward. We have to accept everything about who we are, the good and the bad, if that's what we want to call it. But until we do that, we'll be constantly repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again. So I always want, and people think sometimes the way, I know sometimes my delivery is not the best when I'm telling somebody something, but if people were really able to look past how I said something and understand that my whole purpose is to help you have a better life and live a better life if that's what you want. But I can't handle hearing somebody say they want a better life and they want this and they want that, but they're not willing to make the sacrifices that they need to make to get to where they need to be or want to be or think they want to be. The whole point is to just be honest with yourself. It's the hardest thing to do, to admit the things about yourself that you have been hiding for so long and not wanting to face. It is difficult. I'm not going to lie. And nobody's situation is any worse than or less than anyone else's. You know, I give us all the opportunity to sit and do a woe is me here and there, and to cry and to be angry. But then you can't do the same thing year after year after year. And if you want to, I mean, you can. If you want to, then there's no need to blaming everybody else for where you are in your life. Own that. If that's where you want to be at, if you want to continue to blame everybody for your circumstances for the rest of your life, then do it. Own it. But keep it to yourself because people don't want to hear that over and over again. I used to be able to allow people to go for years telling me about the same stuff over and over again, but I can't handle it anymore. I apply what I know to my life and everything continues to get better and better. I got here, I had a job that I was liking, I had to work with a vicious woman. I had to quit that job. 2 months later, I was able to get another job that I'm excelling in right now, doing very well. And every day, something good is happening to my life. I can see how things are getting better. And even though I've had my hard times and I get my blows from life, my punches, I don't let them keep me down. I keep moving forward and I keep thinking positive. Even when there's something negative happening, I acknowledge it, or something challenging, I acknowledge it. I figure out how I need to deal with it, but I don't put all of my energy into that challenge. I know that I'm going to make it through it. I know that I have the strength to make it through it, and that's what keeps me going. Well, I don't want this video to be too long, but I just want to encourage you guys to always keep a positive attitude, even when through the negative, it's like, or the challenging. There's going to be challenging things that happen in our lives, but there's nothing we can do about that. There's nothing we can do about the challenges. The challenges are not here to sabotage us. They're here to make us better. I hope you guys will get my book for the holidays, Memoirs of a Gay She. It's on Amazon.com. I have it on in Kindle version, and I'm working next year. I will have it in audio, and it's also on paperback. So anyway, I wish you guys a happy holiday, and I'll see you soon.